Hello, this is Carrie Davis with 986 Productions, and I'm going to show you how to do a lower thirds animation in After Effects. So first we're going to create a new composition. You can open composition two ways, and I'm going to use this one. I'm going to name the composition Lower Thirds. Then I made sure that the preset was HD TV 1080p 29.9 frames per second. And I made the width 800 pixels and the height 160 pixels. And then make sure that the duration is 3 seconds. After that, we're going to go down to the grid options and select grid. Then head to view and select snap to grid so that your shapes will snap to the grid. Now we're going to use the rectangle box to make our first shape. We already have gray as one of the colors, so we'll keep that for the top shape. But for the second shape, we'll select fill and change that to yellow. Moving on, we're going to select all by hitting Ctrl+A. Then we're going to press S to open up the scale options. Then we will click the chains to undo the constraints. And just like in Premiere Pro, we will click the clock to begin our keyframes. And we will move the scrubber a bit forward and add a keyframe. Then we'll select the second shape and create another keyframe. And then we'll scrub back to the beginning and change the scale to 0. But then the animation opens up from the middle. So we need to go to the anchor option. And then we press Ctrl and select our shape, then drag our anchor point to the left of the first animation. Then we repeat that with the second shape as well. So now when we play back our animation, it starts from the left. Select all keyframes and hit F9. We do this so that the animation is smoother. Then we're going to rename the boxes to something logical, such as name and description. Then we'll press Ctrl+D to duplicate, then put the name to and description to layers at the top. Now we're going to add our text on the first box. I'm going to type in my name, double-click to select the text, and I'm going to change the size over here under Character. You can use the selection tool to move the text. Then click on an empty area to deselect the text you're working on. And we'll add a silly description. Shout out to the Potterheads. Change the font. We can press TT over here to get rid of all the caps. Then we can change the color and the size. Now we can pull Carrie Davis under Name To and Transfiguration Professor under Description To. Then we're going to the bottom left and we're going to open up our track mat. We're going to select the text and change that to Alpha Matte. I'm going to open up my saved photo, but you could also import your video at this point. And I'm going to put that in a new composition. And we'll get rid of those grid lines. Then we could put the lower thirds composition right above our new composition. And then we'll move our lower third animation to the lower third. Next we press play and there is our lower third animation. To make the animation reverse, we have to scroll to the middle of the lower thirds animation, then press Ctrl+Shift+D to split the lower third in half. Then delete the full version and press CTRL D to duplicate the split version. And pull the top version to the end of the composition. Then right-click the top clip and select Time Reverse. And your lower thirds animation will play in reverse. It looks pixelated now, but if we set the animation to full resolution, it will look better. I have it at 1/4 resolution so that I can preview the clip without any skipping. And that is your basic lower thirds tutorial. Thank you, and if you like that, hit like and subscribe.